Hello and welcome to another episode here at Big Man in the Woods. My name is Mark, your online scout leader, helping you deliver more practical skills and skills for life. Now in this video, it's another episode of What's the Point? Now today, the 22nd of February, is Founders Day. So I thought, you know what to do today? What's the point of Founders Day? So we've heard this day celebration that we celebrate scouting all around the world, Founders Day, but what does it really mean and why do we do it and what's the point of it? So the 22nd of February 1857, the founder of scouting, Robert Baden Powell, was born. So he was born in a regular house. In fact, it's number 6 Stanhope Street, about 5 minutes walk from Paddington Station in London. But now it's been changed. The street has been renovated and it's now number 11 Stanhope Terrace. But that house still stands. That very house still is there. You can walk there, have a look at the house. There's no blue plaque there, but sadly, but you know, that maybe that's something we could work on as a scouting family. Get a blue plaque to celebrate the founder of scouting. That's where he was born, and that is what Founders Day is all about, celebrating the birth of Lord Baden Powell, Robert Baden Powell. Okay, so what does Founders Day actually mean? Well, it's a way of saying thank you to you guys, the scouts, the leaders, the volunteers, everyone that plays a part in the scouting family. And we just take out a few minutes of the day and just say thank you. Those two amazing words that we don't say often enough, but as scouts, we know deep in our heart we should say thank you more. So that's what Founders Day is all about, saying thank you. So Baden Powell was born, believe this or not, 164 years ago. Wow. And he has the amazing title of Chief Scout of the World. Now don't get that confused with Bear Grylls' new title that he was given, I think last year. He is the Chief Ambassador of Scouting in the world. Okay, but so I thought today I would reflect on Founders Day, some quotes that BP has said over the years that really resonate something to me. Those quotes that I try and use on a day-to-day basis. Let's have a look at quote number 1. It is risky to order a boy not to do something. It immediately opens into the adventure of doing it. What a quote. And it gets you thinking, what does that quote actually mean? Well, for me, it's about taking a risk. And if you tell someone don't do it, they probably will, particularly like my kids. So, for instance, when we go to the park and I say to my son, don't climb that oak tree, guaranteed he's going to climb that oak tree. It's about risk assessment, and that sometimes you have to get hurt to learn the mistakes. So climbing that tree, he's going to fall off at some point, hopefully not do any broken bones, but he'll hurt himself. And then he'll realize actually climbing up to that third branch was maybe a bit too much. Maybe I should have just stayed at that second. So when someone says, don't go and do X, Y, Z, your brain starts thinking, wonder why they said don't do it. And they go and do it. And sometimes it's a benefit. You can find a new adventure or discover something. That's how scientists find things, isn't it, as well? By knowing that you shouldn't do it, they do it by accident, and boom, penicillin is invented. Loving that quote, Baden Powell. Thank you very much for that. Second one, love this one so much. The open air is the real objective of scouting and the key to its success. So basically, it means put the out in scout. Let's get outside and enjoy Mother Nature and enjoy the fresh air and not get stuck up in the scout hall. Out in scout. Get outside. So the third one is a quote that kind of is really close to my heart. It's a bit of like Bear Grylls, what he kind of says as well. It's about facing your fears. So the third quote that means so much to me from Lord Baden Powell is this one. There's nothing like being prepared, is there? For what might seem possible, even if it may not seem possible. The way I interpret that quote is, as I say, about facing your fears. So, like, what can you think of? For me, it's about spiders. Being in this shed, there's bound to be some spiders somewhere. But it's something like that. No, not quite like that. It's about pushing those limits. So if you've got a scout, or maybe you as a leader are scared of heights and you've always wanted to go up to that high rope or the zip line or the leap of faith, and your mind is saying no, but your gut feeling is let's do it. Sometimes you just have to face your fears and do it, and then actually prove yourself wrong. So sometimes having that, I'm not sure this is right, push those fears, and you never know what's going to happen. If it's a gut feeling, then sometimes it's best to say no. But if it's like heights and it's a controlled environment, then obviously face those fears and do it. Yeah, exactly what Bear Grylls says as well. So there you go. There's my 3 favorite Baden Powell quotes. Facing your fears, be prepared, getting out in Scouts, and risk assess. Maybe facing those fears and climbing up to the next tree, falling down, hurt yourself, and learn from that. Yeah. My 3 favorite quotes, I love those. But what are yours? Do you know any Baden Powell quotes? Love to know. Comment below on the page of your favorite Baden Powell quotes. So before we finish this vlog, I'd love to know, what do you do for Founders Day? Maybe you do something different in your country or in your county or your district or your group compared to what I do with my Scouts. So Founders Day, celebrate Scouting. And why do we do Scouts? Yeah. One last thing I want to tell you that we're all doing wrong is Baden Powell, BP. We've been pronouncing this name wrong for all these years. Who would have known that? I've done a bit of research, and actually, it's not Baden Powell. In fact, we're meant to pronounce it Baden Powell. So Baden Powell says this quote on remembering how to pronounce his proper name, and it goes like this: Man, nation, maiden, please call it Baden. Further to Powell, rhyme it with Knoll. Pole. So there we go. We've learned something new on Founders Day. We've been calling Baden Powell wrong. It's Baden Powell. So before we wrap this up, on Founders Day, think about your scouting law, your scouting motto, and try and use it today and spread the love of scouting. And don't forget, try today to say thank you to 3 people. 3 people I want you to say thank you. Whatever they've done, even if it's something simple like making you a cup of tea. Be polite and turn around and say thank you. There you go, guys. Founders Day. I hope you're having a great day. If you want to learn some more about Baden Powell, click this playlist here. And there's some interesting facts about BP that you might have never known. Till next time, guys, take care and happy Founders Day.